20-year-old Hussein Braveheart is saying he is guilty of murder as a plea in exchange for probation instead of going to prison. But the murder victim's family isn't happy about this. So why is Hussein getting this plea deal? Well, he was 15 years old at the time of the crime, and Hennepin County Attorney Mary Moriarty believes he's in the process of being rehabilitated, despite what the victim's family wants. Here's Lou Raguse.
To put the deal into context, the Minnesota sentencing guidelines call for 21 years at least for a conviction of second-degree intentional homicide. But the Hennepin County attorney believes giving him probation instead is best for public safety because he's in the process of being rehabilitated, despite what the victim's family wants.
Back in court for the second time this week, the family of Steve Markey asked the judge to reject the plea deal offered to one of Steve's killers, saying it doesn't feel like anyone in the courtroom is on their side.
A prosecutor's job is to prosecute people. She wants to continue to act as if she's the public defender.
When Hussein Braveheart and Jared Osman were arrested for the shooting death of Markey in a carjacking attempt in 2019, then Hennepin County Attorney Mike Freeman fought to certify both teens as adults. Osman, who was 16 at the time of the shooting, pleaded guilty and received 21 years in prison. Braveheart, who was just shy of 16 at the time, had a more complicated case that went to the state Supreme Court, which ruled he should be certified as an adult.
Mr. Braveheart was a more experienced criminal.
But Hennepin County Attorney Mary Moriarty campaigned heavily on juvenile justice reform, and she believes because of Braveheart's case delays, she sees proof that rehabilitation through therapy and other programs is working.
My job as county attorney is to look at where Braveheart is right now. And he is in a very, very different place than he was when he committed the violence against their loved one.
Moriarty says Braveheart, who's now 20, would not continue that progress if sent to prison.
So it's really important that we not disrupt his progress.
I think that it's an absolute outrage.
In court today, Braveheart pleaded guilty to aiding and abetting second-degree intentional murder after Markey's sister, mother, and father all pleaded with the judge to reject the plea, which would be a rare move.
It only happens in rare circumstances. I would suggest that these are those rare circumstances.
Judge Michael Burns will decide at the sentencing hearing whether or not he will accept the plea. That's set for October 23rd. A probation officer will conduct a pre-sentence investigation before that, and that could play heavily into the judge's decision. Back to you.
Thanks, Lou. We'll